Hi, welcome back to my channel. It's Peggy from the Pearl Forest. And like on another video, I said I might show you this little journal sometime. I don't even remember when I made it. This is scrapbook paper. This is glossy, so it might have come from a magazine. This is a silk flower that's just been pulled out of the plastic center and stuck down. This, I think, is some edge of this hanky. This is part of a hanky. I've cut off the corner and left the little edge flopping because for texture and, tactile expression. And I've cut off part of this and I've coiled it and glued it for the center. Now this one appears to have two ties, which we'll see why in a minute. This current green yarn one, and I just came back across this the other day. I know I made it, but I don't know when. So this green yarn one unhooks the book, and it's just like a little folio type of book. But this blue one ties together this pocket, and this whole thing is made out of a paper sack. So that's the opening of the sack at the top, and then it goes down to somewhere down here is the bottom. Oh, here's the bottom, and this is where the flap folds up, and we still have the little edge here. That could be a secret little hidden place to, tuck something in there. And you can see how the bottom of the bag is just right there. So it made a shallow pocket right here, and it's got a little Post-it note leaf that I've folded in half. It fits in that little shallow pocket. And then I've put a scrapbook paper on, well, one paper on and then another one on as a pocket. And I have a little tag that I've made out of part of a magazine, and you can write on the back of that. I think we should make these sometime. I think that would be fun. And here's some book page, some scrapbook paper, and a sticker. This is a book from the Bible. Here's a little calendar page from a calendar that has cats. I think it's similar to these little ones that come off the back of a calendar. And I've just cut this one out as a little journal card. This is some more scrapbook paper. And this ribbon ties this section closed, and you can tuck things in here. Here's a little cat's ear and a cat. And you can add, additional tags and treasures or whatever in there. And it just has a couple holes punched here to put the ribbon through, so you can tie this little treasure pocket, and you can tie it in a bow, or you can just tie it like that. We'll put a bow on it like that. So this is the whole cover. There's a little cat here, and this piece on here also makes a little tuck pocket and a couple other pieces of calendars. And this is scrapbook paper too here. I don't have a paper sack handy, I don't think, to make one, so maybe we'll revisit this. So if you have like a little piece of fabric or whatever you might want to use for that, could be some doily or whatever. This happens to be the corner of a hanky and some silk flower, but you can, whatever you have around. So maybe you can think about this and maybe set some of it aside, and we'll come back and revisit it. So it's a little folio of treasures. This is very soft, fluffy yarn. Just very soft feeling. Seems like it would go good with cats. Anyway, this I have just set aside with some things in the front of this journal. So that's where it is. We'll get it out one day and make some of those ourselves. So thank you for joining me on this short little video to explore this cute little folio journal. And I look forward to seeing you back again. Have a day full of fun, creativity, and love.